Hi, as you can see, I'm home again, and so it just seems like lately all I'm doing is making update vlogs, but I guess that's okay because I've been insanely, not really busy, just insanely confused and out of sorts and here and there and all over the place. So I don't even know where to start. I just feel like I need to get some stuff out because I'm really frustrated right now. There's a lot of stuff, It's basically the same stuff that's been going on like the majority of my life, but it's just resurfacing and I just can't handle it. I don't have the strength to deal with it. And my choices are to be apathetic to it, which is so unlike me, or to take it upon myself to blame myself for everything and feel very down and very sad and let it affect my self-esteem. So, or just kind of wallow somewhere in the middle. And right now that's kind of where I am, is wallowing somewhere in the middle of that. Because part of me feels really bad and I feel still kind of alienated here, like I'm not supposed to be here, or I'm supposed to be here all the time and I can't leave, and if I leave then I'm terrible and I'm the cause of all these problems. So it's really hurting me inside that people think these things about me, but at the same time I know that I did nothing wrong. I know that I'm making my own choices, my own decisions, and I know that I am able to realize that. But then those voices come back and tell me that I am wrong and all this other stuff. So I'm kind of battling that inside my head. I'm kind of just trying to just not blame myself when I see somebody else feeling bad, when I know that it's not my fault. That's one thing I'm working on. Some people are really good at hiding their feelings and they don't show it, with their body language. Like, I can hide my feelings. I may look down, but I can pretend to be okay. I can pretend to function and do what needs to be done without everybody realizing that, there's something really wrong with her right now. I can do that. Other people, not so much. The person that I have the most trouble with, ever since I got home, she's said like barely 3 words to me, or when she does, it's just really quiet and barely anything. And I can just tell in everything she does, the way she picks things up, the way she puts things down, the way she walks, how slow she is, just how she's carrying herself completely, is telling me that she's pissed off at me and that she's depressed and angry and hurt and all these other things that she wants to blame me for. And I know her well enough to know this because I've seen it too many times, but I'm just really noticing it this time. Because in all honesty, with everything that I've gone through with her, I should be the one acting like that. I should be the one in pain. I should be the one depressed and hurting inside because of the way that she's treated me. But evidently, I'm not allowed to be that way. Evidently, because she's been a bitch, excuse my language, I don't know. I'm just really upset. I just can't help but look at her and think of that word, because I know that's all she wants to do is blame me for everything and how bad I am. And when I came home, it's like nobody gave a crap about me. Nobody was like, oh, how are you? How have you been? It was more like cold silence, like, oh, you're here, and we're not going to talk to you until we're ready to. And it just really hurts, and I need to stop letting it hurt me, because I know it's never going to change. I just need to strive and work toward getting away from the situation. And I don't know, I'm just really struggling with this, really struggling to adopt a I don't give a attitude, fill in the blank, because that's the only way I'm going to survive. I mean, I'm praying, talking to God about it, but I've just got to learn to not care anymore so much. And that's really hard for me, because I am a caring person. And I don't like people to be mad at me, and I don't like to hurt people. But the thing is, it's not even about pleasing people. It's about me wanting to do something that I want to do, and that thing happens to make these people happy, so I go and do that thing. And it should be a normal thing that, sure, why not? These other people on this other side who are getting mad at me, they should be reacting like this. They should be like, oh, big deal. Well, she wants to go do something, I'm happy that she's doing something. But no, they would never react that way. Instead, they make me feel like I'm terrible for wanting to do what I want, or for not being here to do a million things that they could be doing themselves. I'm not home to do housework. I'm not home to take care of pets. I'm not home for moral support. I'm not home for this, that, to cook and clean, everything. If I'm not here to do all those things, then I'm a really awful person, because I'm over here spending time with my family and Hugo, and that's just a really bad thing. It just really hurts. I know I keep saying that, and I gotta get over that, but I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna keep praying and trying to get through it. I had a really rough week. Things were still pretty hard over at my family's house, even though I was happy to be away and with them. At the same time, I'm still having a really difficult time, because I brought my laptop over there, and it is a pretty good laptop. It picks up Wi-Fi really good. And at my family's house, they don't have the internet, but they do have Wi-Fi at the office, and then I can get on Xfinity Wi-Fi, and also there was an unsecured network or something. There was another Wi-Fi that we were able to pick up on, and as soon as everybody found that out, everybody wanted to borrow my laptop. And I was like, I need it to be okay. I need you guys to be careful with it, because I haven't paid for it yet. Not a big deal. But I'm told that I'm being condescending because I asked someone to please respect my stuff. Like I made them feel horrible because of what I said. And I didn't say it in a mean way. I just asked, please be careful with it, because I haven't been paid for it yet. And that kind of set me off. And the fact that I couldn't even use my own laptop because everybody was using it, and they were just, forgive me for using this term lightly, but it was like everybody's just raping my laptop over and over again, and just using it and using it and using it. And I felt like I just couldn't ask for it back, because every time I obtain it, somebody else would want it, and I just felt like I couldn't get up the guts to be like, you know what, especially after being criticized about that, you know what, I really want this back, I need it back. And Hugo kept trying to tell me, just say it, just go get it. But I just can't do that. So I started to feel really bad about myself that night. Not to mention that night I also had a fight with my friend on the phone, so I was feeling pretty bad about myself and hating myself for not being a stronger person who could stick up for myself. And so it was just a really difficult night, and I felt a lot of pressure from here at home, pressure over there, and I just didn't feel good, and I didn't feel right, and I was mentally and emotionally feeling terrible, and I just felt like breaking down, and I just couldn't handle it. Plus there's stuff going on about my dad's death that people have been talking about, and that is a very, very sensitive subject for me, and I can't take it lightly and nonchalantly, and some people can. And there was something that my sister said and my mother said that just really upset me that night, and I just couldn't handle it. It was just a really rough time. The night before, I had another issue, which I'm not going to talk about it, but I cried for 3 days straight. And it was just really rough. I don't like making these sad vlogs. I don't like making them. I like being happy and dorky and cheery, but I have to be real right now with you guys to tell you that things aren't okay right now. And they weren't okay this week. Don't get me wrong, I had some really fun times playing games with my family. I had some good times with Hugo. But everything else just outweighed all that, and I just don't know how this week is going to go, but I'm gonna probably be home until the end of the month, because the 29th is Hugo and my anniversary, so we're gonna try to celebrate that together, and I hope I don't have a lot of flack for that, but I'm hoping if I stay home long enough that I'll be able to be okay about that. And yeah, I haven't been on Instagram much. I'm kind of just catching up on everybody's videos, catching up on everybody's Instagram photos, and it's just catch-up week for me. I'm still doing the job thing. Gonna make some contacts, try to find out places hiring, and if they're still hiring, get back to some ones I applied, and I just gotta be adult about things, and I don't feel like being an adult. I just kind of want to hide in bed. I think I'm gonna take one day if I can get away with it and hide and just do what I want. I don't know if I'm gonna get away with it, like I said, but if I can, I need this for myself. One day where I can just stay in my pajamas all day, and be with my blanket and just either watch movies or play video games or something, just something kind of mindless. I need that badly, because right now I just feel so upset. I don't want to feel upset, but I am. So anyway, I'm sorry for the depressing vlog, but thank you for listening and watching. Thank you to those who care and pray, and I just love you guys, and I thank you for accepting me any way I am, whether I'm crazy and dumb and dorky or down and sad and depressing. So thanks again. Hopefully the next video I have will be a lot cheerier, but I can't promise that. We'll just see what the day brings tomorrow. Later.